Hey guys, it's Crystal with ArmyWife101.com and RandomNista.com, and I was actually supposed to be on Raising America today. I'm usually on every Tuesday, and today they had asked me to appear, but the Jodi Arias case is like really, I'm like addicted to it, and it kind of took over because the minute she went on stand, they switched over to that. So I'm dressed. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a video because my inbox gets flooded with emails every single day about military stuff and of course about blogging. People are curious, and since I was dressed and looking, not so scary, I thought, well, why don't I do a quick video? Really, I like to just call it like a stupid-proof video, and don't be offended by the word stupid, but like anybody can follow this video about how to start a blog, because it's easy. It's not that easy, but it's easy to start out, and then once you get into it, it can be a little bit technical, but whatever. You can always get help. I do it all the time. So naturally, you guys are seeing me, on Raising America. You see them do this little feature on me, and people are really starting to like tune in. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because I really try to make myself accessible. I don't think I'm all that or anything. I mean, like, I'm going through this stuff with you. Like, every time I get called to do something, I'm like, oh wow. Oh my God, I'm gonna be on TV for like 2 minutes. Oh my God. When I went to the set of Army Wives, I'm sitting there interviewing, these people, Denise and General Holden and all them. I'm just sitting there like, I'm a fan, and I'm trying not to look like a fan, but it's so cool, So people want to know, especially military wives, this is a portable career. As you know, my husband is in the National Guard now. He got off of active duty last year. He'd been in the military 14 years. So I started this blog in Hawaii. I was, active duty military spouse, if that's what you want to call it, trying to find my way and create some kind of an income for my family. So, the first thing I tell people, and I guess I'm going to try, I've been saying for years, I'm going to do a series of these videos. I really have little patience, I guess, when it comes to explaining things, and not so much with other people, but with myself, because I talk a lot and I make things complicated, and that's just me, So I'll just try to give like 5 or 6 short tips and elaborate on them a little bit. How do you become a blogger? The first thing is you really need something to write about. And this kind of, I understand people are curious and they really just think, okay, she's a blogger and you're seeing all the cool things I do, but a lot of people don't know. When I started blogging, I had no clue you could make money. And while I'm glad you can make money now, I didn't know that back then, and I'm glad I didn't, because had I known that, I don't think my mind frame would have been where it should have been to try to create stuff content that I was passionate about, that I really was into, because I would have been too busy trying to create something to make some money. So you really need something that you can write about, and you can write about it consistently, at least 2 to 3 times a week. I'm still learning this even as a blogger. There are times where I don't feel good and I don't have anything to write about, or maybe I just don't feel like writing. But then my husband will say something, or my kid will say something, or one of my other friends, because all of my friends are just about are military spouses or what have you, will say something that will spark something for me. And so this is my niche, the military lifestyle. That's why I consider myself like a military spouse lifestyle blog. You have to find something that you can write about daily, if not daily, 2 to 3 times a week. And it's got to be something you're passionate about. Because let me tell you, the money does not roll in like you think it is. You have very few people who have been bloggers and within a year or so have generated, some really decent livable income. But you can also, as far as starting a blog, start on a free platform. Blogger.com is one of the most popular ones. You've seen them before. You'll see like http://janedoe.blogspot.com. Those are Blogspot blogs. Of course, it's not a .com like how I have ArmyWife101.com or RandomNista.com. But what it does is it allows you to see if you can blog consistently, build up just a little bit of a following, and do it without putting any money out, because you really don't have to put any money out when you're on Blogger.com. Once you see if you can do this consistently and you say, okay, I like this and I kind of have found a little bit of direction where I want to go, whether you want to write about, I don't know, gardening, living a green life, eating healthy food, I don't know, whatever it is that you think people will be interested in, then at that point, if you're really serious about it and you really feel like you can offer something, and you want to turn it into a business. If you're just doing this because, some people actually write for the joy. I do it for the joy, but it turned into a career and it pays some bills now, so I do it for both. But if you want to do this as a business and you like what you're doing, then at that point you go to, websites like GoDaddy.com or HostGator. There's a host of sites you can go to. And I'll probably put an affiliate link in here because, I have to make some money. But I'll put an affiliate link in here, and basically, you know what an affiliate link is. Okay, so it'll take you to like HostGator or GoDaddy.com, and I personally use those. I use a specific company for my hosting because my hosting has had to get bigger. Think of your host like the property where your house has to be on, and then your domain name, like ArmyWife101.com, is your address. And I think AmyLynnAndrews.com, I'm not sure, but I'll put the link. She is, oh my gosh, if you need to know how to blog, like her site, if you just want it laid out like in everyday form, and you're not like a technical person, like I don't do technical and a bunch of big words, oh, she's the place to go. She just knows how to write it out like so right. But in the event, you go there, you purchase your domain name. It's like $12 for the year. A lot of times you can get a coupon code and it's like $5 or $6. Hosting starts at like $4. If you're starting off, you're not going to need a lot of hosting. So, you know, that's really where it is. Getting back to the part about don't go into this for money. You don't want to go into this for money. If you do, you're never going to be able to get where you want to be because you're going to be trying to do things that are just not going to get you anywhere. Like people who come to my blog and copy my stuff. I'm not like, Terry McMillan or Ernest Hemingway or what's the guy that wrote Alex Cross, one of those like famous writers. Don't write like that. I mess up my punctuation. I F up grammar. Everybody knows that. But what people do like and what I've been told is that they like my authenticity. I admit my wrongs. So I admit them most of the time before anybody else can catch them. I have no problem saying it. A lot of times I get excited and I write things just because it's on the top of my mind at that moment. I have a very bad memory and I get it out just like that. And that's part of going into this for the right reasons and, being authentic. All of that, I promise you. And I'm not a big fan of the, oh, just be yourself and, oh, you can do it and you'll succeed. No, I mean, people want to know, okay, like, what the hell do I really need to do to make some money? But I kid you not, if you really are authentic, because people see through BS, I'm one of them. If you're authentic and you really are who you are, whether it's a corny person or you just tell like the lamest jokes or you just write really lame or whatever it is, I promise you, you're going to get some kind of an audience and they're going to be loyal and eventually you'll start getting opportunities. Going back to the copycat thing, do not copy. It's not just about you look really whack doing that because now you're copying somebody else's stuff. You can get in trouble for that. Plagiarism is like against the law, so you don't want to do that. I've had it happen to me and I didn't make a big deal out of it because I'm just one of those people, like, I'm a rational person. I can tell when somebody's doing something to be mean or just like heartless or mean-spirited, and when somebody genuinely just does something because they don't know. Some people are just misinformed, and in my case I was annoyed that this person did this, but I believe it was truly because they didn't know. They were misinformed. That you don't copy somebody's blog. I mean, what's the point of having a blog if you're just going to copy someone else's? And then, like I said, last but not least, update your blog 1 to 2 times a week. This is something I still struggle with. People want what's that word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word is right now. My mind is bad. But they want to know, they want consistency. They want to know, okay, if I'm going to come to your blog at least once a week, I know I'm going to come there and get a new post. It might not be at 7 o'clock in the morning. It might not be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because who has time to really count when you actually put your post up? But they know every Tuesday I'm going to go there and I'm going to get a new post. I'm still working on that, so I'm not one to talk. And then, I don't want this video to be too long, but over the course of months, when I get my mind right, I will come back and I will tell you about pitching, companies and opportunities and how I got certain opportunities and things like that. So I'll talk to you soon. I hope that helps. Write me, email me, Crystal at ArmyWife101, Crystal with the E at the end because my mother named me after Crystal Carrington, who had an E at the end. And for some reason, I'll never ever be able to get keychains or anything at Disney World or any other theme park, but that's another story. I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to visit me at ArmyWife101.com or randomnista.com, and you can tweet me at ArmyWives, that's WIVES 101, at Twitter.com. I'll see you later. Bye.